Good afternoon, all my fellow viewers out there, and especially my fellow South Africans. I'd like to talk a little bit about our government officials, all our members of parliament, our police force, our municipal workers, etc. What I'd like to speak about is justification. I believe that everyone that works under the government should be forced to fill in a daily diary to justify their wages. I'm talking about from the Ramaphosa right down to the lady that makes the tea in the House of Parliament. Are they justified that position, number one? Are their positions? How they justify the wages that they earn? We want to see that in writing from them. They must tell me what they do all day. In writing, I want to see a daily diary. Each one of them must fill in a daily diary. Oh, I made 20 cups of coffee. I had to wash 5 saucers for the day. That is why I deserve my 25 million rand salary. I done nothing. I picked my nose and I had a long tea break 3 times a day. That was my total function for the day. We want to see things start coming to justification. We've really been through the story of self-entitlement. Now let's go a little bit deeper. I think we must start doing the thing about justification. These people, it's about time they started justifying their jobs, especially their salaries that they're earning. Where are we going to see justification for these people's earnings and their remuneration? That's what I'd like to see. Because I'm telling you now, this goes for the entire world, actually. People sitting in positions, they're supposed to be working for the NPA or whoever, the National Protection Agency, as I call it, not the prosecution agency. I would like to see, do they keep a daily diary of what they actually do all day? That's what I want to see. They must start justifying their salaries. People need to start justifying their salaries. This is BS. We are paying a lot of money out of our pockets as South African citizens, and we are getting no service, absolutely zero service. For all those municipal workers that are supposed to be cleaning the road, how many roads do they sweep in 1 hour? How many do they take? Maybe one road, 75 years, and then they think they justified to a 10,000 rand a month salary? Or do they at least sweep all day long? So many brooms they go through. I want to see how many brooms they wear out in 1 year or 1 month or whatever the case is. They must start justifying their jobs before they get their money at the end of the month. We want to see this in writing. We as South African citizens are starting to demand this now. We're getting tired of this ANC hate era. This is BS. They think they're just entitled to go and give themselves a nice R1 million increase a year. R1 million increase a year. What kind of crap is that? And I don't see any service delivery. I've seen nothing. Our government's doing absolutely nothing for us. Absolutely zero zilch, but they want extra money. That's nonsense. How can you get paid for doing nothing? Only in Africa, pal. Only in Africa, especially in South Africa. Yeah, the only justification they got is to try and justify why they protect criminals in this country. Nobody goes to jail. They go to hotels, as we spoke about. The cost to prisoners. Please watch that one as well. The cost to prisoners. And maybe we can start getting this nonsense sorted out. There's too much crime in this country. People are not doing their job and they're getting paid fat salaries to do absolutely nothing. Squat, zilch, shit. It's a lot of crap. Please, people, you have a pleasant Sunday evening further, and we will talk again soon. And let's just hope America gets this right to get rid of those bloody Iranians, the way they were carrying on. I'm not talking about the Iranian public now. We're talking about the powers that be there. It's time they had their little things clipped. You know what I'm talking about. It's time they had their things clipped. How can you go around killing innocent people for voicing their opinion or what they'd like to see, and then you just put a gun to their head and pull the trigger? What nonsense is that? Who's ever heard of such terrible things? And our stupid ANC, they still back these people. And until they talk about human rights, I think the Human Rights Commission should start taking a serious look at the ANC and taking them to court for their abuse against human rights, because they've abused us public here in this country over and over and over again. But please, you human rights position guys can start doing out your justification reports why you get a salary as well, by telling me what you're going to do about this ANC and their human rights atrocities. There would be a nice justification part to start on. I think that would be a good one to start on. What do you people out there think about that one? Anyway, once again, please, sorry for interrupting again. I was saying good night. But please, you people, have a pleasant evening further. Love you all. But please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget the comments, please. Lisa, can you close for me, please, Pumpkin?
Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching The Solution and listening to the podcast. Take care and have a great week further that lies ahead. Goodbye.